There are good games, there are bad games, elite and casual games.
But no matter what,
we have fun playing them.
Because we are terrible
At games.
We never claim to be good at them.
Welcome to the Tapcast. So, hello.
Hello, everybody.
hi. Hello there.
This is our first attempt at doing a podcast-ish thing, which is called Tapcast, if you couldn't guess. I mean, it's pretty much spammed all over the titles and the screen itself.
Yeah.
So, we are doing news stuff because we are terrible at podcasts.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe we should revise our name for the on the Tapcast. Terrible at podcast cast.
That sounds like a bit of a mouthful, if you ask me.
Oh, nice. So,
Sorry.
we are just here to talk about recent events, or even some older ones. I have one that seems to be mildly interesting. Mm-hmm. But first, we have up the 1,000-player battle royale game Mavericks Proving Grounds is cancelled. I don't even know who posted this originally. Wasn't it you?
That was me. Yeah, that was me. I thought it would. I thought it was a news topic that might have been interesting, as it happened 3 days ago.
Yes, easy on Steam, on D-Live. Yes, we are live. This is also the first time we have been going on D-Live, Mixer, and Instagib, and which one was it more?
YouTube,
Come again?
maybe, perhaps? YouTube, perhaps, maybe?
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
How could I forget the giant YouTube?
Oh yeah. YouTube, it definitely, yeah. Definitely.
So
huge.
we are streaming at 4 platforms at once, and the only place the podcast will be available to be seen afterwards is on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
That is the most. That's the easiest place to put this podcast, because it just saves over there and doesn't expire.
Yeah, but hopefully the process of uploading it afterwards will not be hampered by any glitches or anything, as YouTube can sometimes have glitches.
Yeah, well, any other platform can actually do that. But that's besides the point. We have here Mavericks Proving Grounds being cancelled.
Never heard of the game.
By the way, Jimmy, did you know that you were blocking notifications?
This game has been cancelled. It's supposed to be a 1,000-player battle royale-ish type game, which I immediately, looking at the title, I was wondering, do we need a game where you battle against nearly 1,000 people?
No.
Nah, not really.
Because depending on how much funding they get, the map will more than likely be too fucking small.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
In 100
player Battlegrounds is probably big enough as it is.
No, it's not.
Oh.
The only thing that's coming close will be Arma 3.
Okay.
I need to get back into Apex Legends again, but yeah, this game has been having some difficulties financially and has to be put back into its cage.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it really surprised me, like the surge for battle royales. I mean, while it's still going on fairly, like a fairly big amount, it is slowly starting to die out again.
Okay. A direct quote is here. Paul Cooper and Paul Appleton were appointed joint administrators of the Automaton Games Limited on 30th July 2019. They are managing the affairs. Yeah, they didn't have enough money to get this game up and running or even finished for that matter.
Well, that
so
explains it.
It has been cancelled. So
Okay.
they wanted to see if they can actually get investors so they can relaunch the project. But I have the suspicion that it would be going into development hell as a result.
Yeah, more than
I
likely.
share that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think this is something that will be revived successfully.
Right, and here's another news thing here. A game called Cyberprank 2069 was removed from Steam.
We have not yet finished on
Bugger. Bugger.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But do we have any thoughts about? Do we have any thoughts about the battle royale genre as a whole?
My thoughts about it are completely. No, I'm not playing those games. I like to watch them sometimes, but playing it, Ben, please.
Sorry,
If I talk, I don't want to hear. I mean, okay, well, whatever. Battle Royale games are not my thing. That's just the gist of it.
Not my thing either. Thank you very much.
All right.
As for me, I enjoy playing them with friends and everything. But most of the time they're just being used as such massive, just easy cash grab, and they're just so okay. Except for FORNITE. Well, I hate the game. Don't get me wrong. You do have to credit them for their success.
Yeah,
it's fun to play.
Absolutely.
It's just that the building part for me is just not gonna cut it.
The massive success
I
is
just
what
don't like
put
it.
them on the
Why
map.
would you? Like, it's called a battle royale, not a shoot and build.
Yeah.
Well, you can still make the argument that the goal is the same as any other battle royale game.
I mean, yeah, the goal is, but in order, like, okay, this is just gonna be for me, for my own opinion. I don't think a game that is centered about hunting each other down shouldn't be like altered by instant wall building.
perhaps
Maybe.
not. It's a unique mechanic. I have to give them that. But I agree, the
Yeah,
building
it's
part
unique,
is
but unique
really
is
weird
like-
for me.
Just because you have something unique doesn't mean it's like a good thing. Okay, granted, they have a lot of success. They made billions on the game.
Yep.
No
But
denying
it's
that.
just, for me, I'd like something more like a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or an ROE, Ring of Elysium, or an Apex Legends, for instance.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the game was actually going to be released, would you consider playing it? Just for the, or do you think the 1,000 player is
definitely
actually?
try it. I would at least try it once, at least once.
Or do you think the 1,000 players is just a actual gimmick? It's just
Hard to tell.
With how servers are nowadays, I don't think it's a gimmick though. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of players, but look at like a game like, for instance, look at Battlefield 4. It's something completely that is not like even close to a battle royale, but even there you already had 64 people against 64 people.
Honestly, my view is I think 1,000 players in a battle royale is a bit too much. I personally think.
As I said, it all depends on how big the map is.
Yeah. Personally, I think 100 players in a battle royale is big enough. Or just 50.
Yeah, 50 is already small, unless you want like small, like faster matches.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
1,000, I cannot imagine it.
Well, like if you plop all of those people on like a map, say Altis, which is literally like it's if you want to go from the south all the way up to the north of the island of Altis and Arma 3, it'll take you an hour, real time.
Yeah.
then again,
and we used to always play Battle Royale on that. Like that's where I started playing Battle Royale in Arma 3 with mod.
Yeah.
And I fucking loved it.
I
I love the realism with it. I love the suspense with it of being able to just get instantly headshotted from wherever without knowing where it's coming from. I love that. Like it's meant to be a survival, not something you can just play and like a casual game. In my opinion, it does need to have some hardcore elements.
That's what I love to watch some early PUBG footage.
That's also why I don't like Fortnite. Because it's that's also the thing that I hate about Fortnite. It's all RNG based.
Yeah.
There are no flat lines when it comes to bullet drop, when it comes to bullet power. There are only certain weapons. Like for instance, this is an amazing example. I've got a streamer and a friend of mine. He was playing Fortnite a couple months ago. He stopped recently because the game is just complete garbo now. he had a golden power shotgun. He shot somebody point blank in the head. It only did 7 damage because because all the damage numbers are RNG.
Yeah, that's
so. I'm guessing we are done now with this. I have personally nothing.
I've said my piece.
else to-
I can rattle on about this for hours, but let's not do that.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to waste. Sorry, I shouldn't even say that. We're not going to spend 2 hours.
Well, we don't need to waste it either. I mean,
okay. Okay.
At one point, it would just become rambling, and that is not good for a podcast. Especially not for the first one we are doing now.
Exactly.
So, well, we are...
Those are my thoughts and opinions on Battle Royale games, and that's it.
Anyway,
well,
moving on.
we are talking Battle Royale anyway. Fortnite now has a 2-player mech with a shotgun and a missile launcher, called the Brute.
Nice.
I say blatant rip-off of Titanfall.
Yeah, well, that's another thing I wanted to hook into is there was a hashtag war going on. Well, not specifically a war, but the hashtag Titanfall popped up, leaving Titanfall fans mainly just disappointed, including myself. Because I love the Titanfall games.
Yeah, obviously we know you do.
Well, yes.
Yeah, but the people who don't watch us don't know that, do they, Ben?
Right. Sorry, just had to make a comment.
No, it's fine.
But I can imagine that fans of the Titanfall games are disappointed to get referred to a game
I am highly
like
disappointed
this.
in EA for making this decision.
I am also not very happy about several game media outlets using Titans in their article as key search terms for their Fortnite mech.
Yeah, because they're not. They're just mechs. They're not Titans.
Yeah. Why not use Mech Warrior as a tag,
Yeah, and there is this. It is sure tough to be a Titanfall fan right now, which hooked into the whole Fortnite mech.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any videos about this, but I imagine this is one of those rare drops. You cannot just find a robot or a mech anywhere. I haven't played Fortnite in forever, and I don't really plan to, but yeah, this is what popped up mainly for me because of the strange use of the hashtag Titanfall ordeal.
Yeah.
So
I am really pissed about this. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't really mind about the mech. That's not the issue here.
No,
the one thing that
the mech is also not really my problem, but it's
how it's hooked up with.
I'm gonna shut up before I start rambling again.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can't talk. You can just talk, and we usually share the same sentiment as you. We usually.
It's just that. Like it was already hard enough to hear that they used Titanfall 3 assets in Apex Legends, only to see this happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess that covers it.
It really
doesn't it?
thoroughly pissed me off.
Yeah. Moving on. Cyberpunk.
And this also comes back to like the easy cash grab that EA is doing lately. Fucking hell.
Not only EA, by the way.
Yeah, not only EA, but like they're the biggest culprit here, in my opinion. Besides Activision.
I always thought.
Yeah.
I always thought EA were always did a great job with doing their games, especially the Need for Speed games.
But that's the old
Ben,
EA.
you're referring to old EA, not new EA.
Right. Well, I'm also
games.
referring.
Let's fuck up your experience.
I'm also referring to the recent Need for Speed game that came out last year, I believe.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Later than that, but
I mean,
anyway.
I don't blame anyone for liking a recent EA game. It's just their business practices.
No, neither am I.
don't
It's just
make
their
much
scummy
sense
practices
inside.
with loot boxes, calling them quote-unquote surprise mechanics and all that bull. All the bull.
Well, I will say this for Activision: I am kind of upset at them for removing some of my favorite games from Steam.
They usually are license bound.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm disappointed about that. I'm very disappointed about.
I must say, when going back a little bit, going back in time with the Fortnite Mech, if you were to find this Mech, would you just jump into it?
Well, I guess I would if I would play Fortnite, but
if I was
very remote chance I ever play Fortnite.
That's the chance for like.
But I would.
You would make yourself a very high profile inside of the game. Do you think it would be a wise decision to do that together with another player?
I don't think it's a wise decision,
be
but
used in the arcade mode rather than the actual battle royale.
For me, it's just something to try out. You know, oh, there's a mech. Let's try it out.
The short answer for me, Fortnite isn't really my cup of tea, really.
No, it isn't. But if I would play the game and I saw a mech standing there ready to use, I would use it.
Oh, absolutely, same for me. I'd definitely jump into a mech suit in Fortnite and use it.
Just try it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just for the sake of it.
Yeah, just for the heck of it. Yeah.
Okay. Ben had something about a cyber prank. Was it about Cyberpunk 2069?
It was. Yeah. Here we go. Cyberpunk 2069, formerly known as Cyberpunk 2069, was a real game you could buy on Steam up until a couple of days ago. Its original store description summed it up like so. This is a new generation RPG game. True simulation of life in the world of the future. In 2069, people will be enslaved by a race of intelligent computers. Now it is Cyber Ghetto. The main character is a cop from the past. His task is to become the most wealthy resident of the city of the future. There are plenty of cheap-looking neon aesthetic games on Steam, but what got Cyberpunk 2069 in trouble is that, after changing the store description for a few times, developer Cyberpath settled on this. Thanks to everyone who bought this joke game before the 7/22/2019. Each of you will receive your copy of Cyberpunk 2077 as a Christmas present. The funniest review will win the collector's edition. Which sure makes it sound like an attempt to bribe people into writing Steam reviews for a chance to win a collector's edition of Cyberpunk 2077. Obviously, that's against Steam's policies, even without the suggestion that everybody who bought this game for $10 who was going to get a cheap a free copy of Cyberpunk 2077 for Christmas.
Well,
Yeah,
This is a troll post.
I have-
like that whole cyberpunk thing.
Yeah,
that was just
yeah.
a post.
It was a joke game to begin with, but
Yeah.
going on the reviews, you can make a funny review and have it negative,
Yeah.
or post a negative review and yet have it remain funny. But yeah, I honestly don't know what to think about that. I mean, I've seen the game. I have not even seen the game. I only just saw a screenshot about from the game.
Yeah, same here.
It was obviously mocking future games like Cyberpunk. I mean, the entire retro future just came back since Cyberpunk 2077, I think. 2077?
Yeah,
Should be.
basically
Yeah,
since
2077.
since they started
Since they
working
are-
on it, a lot of at least neon Tokyo style games have been popping up. Like this dystopian cyberpunk esque games.
But as I have understood the article, it says it was misleading. Like people were expecting a
grab the
free
article,
copy of
actually.
2077.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can see why. I mean, if you bought the
Yeah.
game and then the description says something completely different, then I also would warrant a removal of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh well, Dredden replied.
Oh.
I cannot check because I can't check. I have my phone, but
Nah, don't worry about it.
Oh well. Better luck next time. Anyway,
Yeah,
moving
well,
on.
we have a tight policy. If you're late for the Tapcast, you're not in.
Exactly. Those are the rules. Read up about it.
Those count for everyone.
Yep,
What if I am
exactly.
late?
You know, waking up at like 10, I already thought you guys were starting.
Well, we were actually
Anyway.
waiting for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I was
But,
waiting for you all.
Well, I guess it is also finished for FORNITE and the cyberprank.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. The newest, the next news story I see here that I posted is Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14 hits Steam early next year. For those who don't know, this is probably a new title that is just like a Dynasty Warriors game. You know, a hack and slash game where you go around killing enemy soldiers and you kill enemy generals.
Historical Chinese strategy on
Yep,
PC.
exactly.
Dynasty Warriors is not strategy.
Oh,
Not really.
but
Not really.
No, not really.
all right.
it's-
Well, I'll say it's more of a spin-off. Okay, it's more of a spin-off.
No, you cannot really. Is it made by the same people?
Yeah. Koei
know.
Temco.
Okay.
They make a lot of games.
Koei
They make
Temco
a lot of games.
is but Koei Temco is exactly Dynasty Warriors. They did Dynasty Warriors 9. I'm very certain they did. I'll even check.
I mean, is Koei Tempo? Are they the developers or?
Yeah, they're the developers. Hold on. Yep, Dynasty Warriors 9 is Toei Kemco, Tecmo America.
Yeah.
So same developers.
I have no opinion on this. I have no idea.
Neither do I. I don't even know what this game was.
Okay,
or-
I do play strategy games, but not those type of strategy games.
Well, I'm sticking with just the Dynasty Warriors games. I'm not really a strategy game type person. So,
No,
yeah.
neither am I.
If
I
it's
am
not
more-
something you like, why would you put it up?
just as a news story worth reading, that's all.
It is.
I mean,
I am not really
it doesn't interest any of us. I don't see it as
Sorry. I
No,
guess.
no, it's okay. Don't say sorry. But
Alright,
it's just something we're just figuring out.
All right.
It is just a mock podcast, a mockcast.
Yeah, a mockcast. Oh, here's
But,
something interesting, and I'm
Hold on,
pretty
hold on,
sure
hold
that.
on, hold on.
Sorry.
I wanted to give my 2 cents about this. I am also not a strategy kind of guy who plays these kind of games. The only types of games I have played that required real-time strategy and thinking that was the olden days with Red Alert 2, the Command and Conquer.
I need to replay those games.
And that's pretty much all of it that I have played. But I am more. I don't really like. Well, you can say I don't really like thinking, but no, I don't really like thinking too much in games. I like puzzles, but I don't really like thinking about strategies. And I am not really the typical person to. Yeah, that kind of thing. Which units in which scenarios are best used.
Yeah.
And I'm usually playing games. I am usually playing games that have a more of an arcade feel to it.
And I guess that's why I like only one RTS game ever. That's Age of Mythology. Because it's got an arcadey feel to it.
And would you play Age of Empires at all, or no?
I did try it once. But
Okay.
it wasn't the same feeling I had with Age of Mythology.
There's a lot more to take in when it comes to Empires versus Age of Mythology.
Yeah, and I just want to include a very interesting news story that Meriden might be interested in hearing. It says here, enjoy $15 off a gaming mouse, complete
Are we done with the
optical switches.
Goddamn. Ben, I just bought a new mouse. I don't need to know about offering a mouse on my.
It was a spur of the moment thing. It was a spur of the moment.
I already feel bad about buying this mouse.
Okay.
Please.
All right. Forget it.
Yes.
For those that are wondering, I bought a Swift Point Z, which is a $230 mouse. I feel bad about it. I hate myself for caving in, and I want to die because of it.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a real different news story. Destiny 2 Shadowkeep gets delayed to October, but cross save still starts this month.
No, right. Really doesn't surprise me.
What about the rest of you? What do you think of it?
What I'm
don't have
thinking
any
is,
thoughts.
are we already moving on to a new article?
Well, that's what I decided to do because I didn't want to press the other thing.
Ben.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
So
I'm gonna say this now, and I'm probably gonna say this again. We're doing this with all of us.
Okay. Sorry.
Don't jump from article to article.
All right. Well, I thought we were finished talking about the romance of the strategy game.
I
thing.
think we
I
have to set a rule here.
Okay. All right.
Let me try to clear this up. I think we have
Alright.
to set a rule here that the guy that actually streams should say when the subject is done. And
All right.
Speaking
Okay.
of,
All right. Sorry.
How about that?
How's the dead guy doing?
All right.
Because he
I feel
hasn't been
bad.
talking.
I feel bad. Honestly, I feel bad.
No.
I am slightly busy correcting my mistakes because the music has been playing at an echo inside the stream.
Actually,
Good job.
funny thing I should mention, I can't hear any of the music at all.
Yeah, you
I
don't
can only hear
have.
you guys.
You're not using Parsec.
Good job.
Okay, right. That explains it.
You should get Parsec soon.
I might
Yeah.
try to get it soon. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Discord.
I'll
I
pick
think
one
I
of them.
think Parsec would
Do
actually
them both.
work better.
Yeah, exactly. Do both.
Yeah. All
Why
right.
not both?
Okay. I'll choose what
Why not both?
best. I'll choose.
Don't choose. Do both.
I'll decide which one is the best one for me to use.
Okay, getting off topic here.
All right. Okay. Look. Let's
Way
just,
off topic.
Let's get focused back into the thing, please.
The Romance of the Three Kingdom hits Steam early next year. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. not our cup of tea, apparently. Let's move on.
Yep.
I need to see some game. I need to see some more than just this.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Borderlands 3 has gone gold.
Yeah. That was.
I don't really know
game
what
for
to
it
say
right
about
now.
this because I haven't read this article fully just yet.
Yeah. That was mine.
What does it mean?
I honestly don't know. What am I doing here?
Hold
but
on,
the time for Borderlands 3 is nearly here. The developers have announced the last major milestone in the game's development is now complete. The game has gone gold, so there will be no delay between you and the Borderlands 3 release date. Okay, so it is actually just
okay, so basically,
it has been
they
submitted.
finalized the game and they're gonna ship it to you when the release date is done. Okay.
All right. Okay. So that's all that it means. Okay. So
this
there
is
you
old
go
news?
then. There you go then. That's
Yeah, no, it's not old. It's not old news.
It's 2 days ago by Dustin Bailey.
It's
Thank
updated.
you.
Update news is what it is.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We are
Well,
pleased to
okay.
announce the Borderlands 3 has gone gold. Oh, that's probably there was a Twitter post. Okay, Borderlands is going to be released soon. It's 2019. 2019.
I still
no
have
game
to
is
wait
ever really
longer.
complete. Nice quote. So,
That isn't.
Doom 64
I still
may
have to
get
wait till
released on
2020.
PC.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Doom
yeah.
64.
Doom 64
Yeah,
may
Doom
get released on
64.
PC after 22 years. It's one
God
of those
damn.
games that has not seen a re-release, and I am not stoked about this because Bethesda is having their hands on it.
Yeah.
Yup.
And the Bethesda name.
You
doesn't
would think they
sound
could not
good.
mess with old games, but then they temporarily had this login screen, which, funny enough,
Yeah,
there's
this
a
extra layer of DRM.
Well, we are talking about login screens for the old Doom. I saw a mod for the Skyrim Special Edition where you had to log into Bethesda. And if you couldn't log in for 5 times, if you couldn't log in for 5 attempts, the game would shut itself down.
Oh, that is a pretty stupid feature that they had.
No,
Yeah,
it's a mod.
That was a mod.
it's
It's
a
just
mod.
a
It's a joke that they added to Skyrim SE.
Right.
Someone
I love
added
it.
a mod that added the same login screen, but in the theme of Skyrim.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that made me chuckle.
Yeah.
So Doom 64
that's a
may
good
get
one.
released. The game was originally released on Nintendo 64. It's kind of in the name, really. But not everyone. No longer everyone would know this because the Nintendo 64 days are long past.
Yeah. Nintendo 64 is dead. Yeah, basically. Oh.
So and a lot of details about the game's battle mode. Okay, they're apparently they are going to do more stuff with Doom 64, which is not completely clear what this is going to be.
I guess it's only a matter of time.
The article mentions that the Doom has never been made legally available on PC. Well, yeah, of course, it was a console only. And Nintendo liked to have their games only exclusive on their console.
Exactly.
Doom 64 may at last appear on PC only 22 years late. So it's going to be released onto a PC and PlayStation 4. And people are already suggesting it will also come to Xbox One.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Yes. But
If it
when
does,
this is
better
going
have 4K.
Yeah.
With
absolutely.
RTX.
Here.
Yeah.
Hey, if they can use
RTX
if they can RTX or give ray tracing to Quake 2, they can do it to the old Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, people have made, modders have been able to make ray tracing mods for Minecraft, for crying out loud.
And it looks awesome, I have to admit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with the right texture packs.
It kills your PC,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
does.
If you want your PC dead within a year. Minecraft is also not the best game to use. I mean, with the constant generating the world and small adjustments to each chunk inside the game. No, not the best one to do RTX in. But yes,
Not yet.
Doom
Not yet,
64.
anyway.
Well, when it gets released, would you guys get it?
No.
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 Do you think there will be a risk for re-releasing Doom 64?
I'm not sure.
DRM. Microtransactions.
Oh, dear lord, yes.
Yeah,
Another level of DRM.
Yeah,
but then
Bethe-
hidden.
Bethesda likes to do
instead
that.
of blatantly having to log in.
Let's. I want the Creation Club to appear inside Doom 64. Make it happen.
Yes, if they make it happen, I might actually buy it just to check it out. And then
look
play
at all
for like
these
2
pixels you
hours,
can
and
buy.
then, oh wait, it's gonna be on the Bethesda launcher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, no refund time. Okay, I'm not gonna buy it.
Oh well.
Yeah, it is not mentioned where it is going to be released. Yeah, PC, but
No,
which
but knowing
platform?
them, it's gonna be on their own launcher. So
Yeah, but it most likely is. So yeah,
and,
there was
according to their policy, the second you download a game, you are not eligible for a refund anymore.
Big surprise there.
well from Bethesda, they could have done better. I mean,
Yeah, well.
even Steam has a better policy on that.
Yeah,
A
well,
way better policy.
Even Epic has a better policy on that.
Bethesda can also spend their spend their time trying to fix up other games.
They're not. It's Bethesda.
Yeah,
They are probably not going to.
Oh, and by the way, here's the thing, and I quote: "This is something Todd Howard said. It is not how the game starts; it's the journey towards the end."
Ugh.
Yes, the final word.
That is a direct quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not how the game starts.
It
needs to launch it all.
And the game I was trying to
that's a
quote.
different technicality. Okay, I'm sorry.
For those of you who are trying to get the reference that I'm trying to make, it's for Fallout 76. They need to work on it.
Well, no shit.
Well, they did. They did.
That's
The last patch broke it again.
Exactly the same quote that I said comes from.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was Todd Howard in an interview. It's not how you release a game; it's the journey towards the end. So when they release, basically, it's Todd Howard saying, "Yeah, it doesn't matter how we release the game and how broken it is. We'll fix it along the way." Basically, them saying, "Sure, we'll fix it eventually."
Well,
But
they did the same with
sadly, no.
Fallout 4 virtual
Yeah.
reality, the VR,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
which
Yeah.
was released way too soon. The controls were janky as hell. The touchpad often got stuck where your character just keeps on walking when you're not touching the touchpad. And,
That's a Vive thing. That's a Vive thing. I've got the exact same in every other game.
The main, well, I only had it in Fallout 4 VR. And no other game was stuck with the touchpad. And it just looked blurry. This anti-aliasing per eye was not a good idea.
They got it didn't buy it then.
I am a serious fan of the Fallout 4 game. And I wanted to have it in VR. But I didn't really have the PC at that moment to play Fallout 4 VR. My 1060 GTX couldn't handle it. I was playing at like 0.5 at resolution scale. It's like when you, for those who don't play VR, if you lower the resolution from 1080p to sub 720p. That's what it looks like in VR with 2 eyes.
Yeah.
You can see the pixels in 3D.
And I can only imagine that
Better
Skyrim
yet,
VR would probably be much
You
better.
can hear the pixels when it's that low. You can hear them through your headset.
But
Yeah.
along the way, they have fixed a lot of issues. There was also one burning issue that I had. So where the sky, when you look up at the sky, the night sky with all the stars were in front of the trees. They were not rendered correctly. And it had to, this had to do with the height of the sky itself, which you don't see on the normal Fallout 4, but it's very noticeable in VR.
AVR, yes.
So you had to actually go into some configuration files to raise the
fix
sky, literally.
Oh dear lord.
Hey, but when it was fixed, it was beautiful. But now I have actually have the system.
DIY, the DIY development team.
Yeah.
That's literally what they are. Here, do it yourself.
Yeah. Here's a game, fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, just look at the Skyrim unofficial patch mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a prime example of
Skyrim
we
VR
can no
boring,
longer
to be
be
honest.
bothered.
Well, if I ever had a computer and a VR set and a computer that can handle it, I
Just
would
come over
try
on your electric
Skyrim.
bike. Lol.
I would try Skyrim for VR. Definitely.
I'm not a
Seeing
VR.
seeing a frostbite spider in front of me, it would scare the crap out of me.
Skyrim VR is
I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to perspective, it is completely different. But like the way they have like movements in certain spells and it's really annoying.
Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame.
I mean, they did fix it along the way and everything, and there are mods to fix it.
again along the
it's
way. There's a
still-
reoccurring theme going on here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, remember that thing that said we're gonna fix it along the way.
Yeah, well, took them long enough.
It's still not fixed though.
Exactly.
I am sure, easy that if you just had a VR set, Skyrim VR would just run fine.
Maybe.
It's
I'm
one
not-
of
I'm
those.
not-
It is one of the lighter games that I have ever played on VR.
Yeah.
Well, I would love if it
Doom
had
on the
better
other hand.
controls. Anyway.
Yeah.
Even Killing Floor was harder to run, but that was also still a blast. Even though you get stuck in everything.
Yeah.
Literally killing floor.
We should
the
play
floor
that
is
again.
killing you.
Yeah, we should. But we are way off topic again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
let's
Wow.
get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
And go back to Ninja
Yeah,
leaves Twitch,
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Ninja leaves
and
Twitch.
will stream
Yeah.
exclusively on Mixer.
Mixer,
I am
yes.
personally not a Ninja fan, or I don't view his streams.
No, me neither.
But it's
But
a
I
big
know
thing.
it's a huge streamer, of course, on Twitch. Well, he was, and now he left Twitch for Mixer.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
It's a good thing.
And I don't think that's the main reason why the articles popped up. News media outlets were just yes, but you needed to buy your subscriptions for on Twitch, but Mixer is now giving them free on Ninja's
That
channel.
platform. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I think that's also there's likely some huge contract going on,
yeah.
which made him make the jump onto Mixer in the first place.
Yeah. A lot of money involved, I guess.
Well,
Don't blame the
honestly,
guy.
I can't really blame him.
Nope.
No, not only that, and also lately with how Twitch has been with all of its ways, it's really
steering away
like,
from
in all
a,
honesty,
from a
I'm
gaming,
surprised that so many people are still on Twitch.
Yeah, I wonder how long that will last.
I
'Cause
guess
it's
I
not-
need time.
I think especially now that they're starting to get some competition, I really think that Twitch is going to overhaul at least their moderation staff, moderation force.
Well, they should.
Because especially like they used to be a bit different, and they used to be like more, I wouldn't say equal, but they enforced more blatant mess ups and everything. But
Yeah.
now it's all just cherry picked because everybody has an inside man, and they just like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll let you off.
Yeah, that's what H3 said, right? He
Yeah,
didn't
basically.
know he didn't know he was even a favorite for Twitch, but he I think he had contact with some insider, and they said to him, "Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You're fine." Well, he thought, yeah, this probably get me banned. No, you're preference. You're fine.
This whole ordeal with Twitch that everyone has when a streamer has someone on the inside has a favorite streamer, then she is more likely to get away with the controversial things that would go on screen. I mean, we're just looking at the streamer Elinity.
Well, yeah.
She had been banned once before, I think.
Yeah.
But then came back.
Never.
Not even.
Oh, I thought she was.
Just a slap on the wrist, just a timeout.
Oh, okay. Yeesh. I mean,
that was it.
Yeeting your cat over your shoulder was one thing, but not caring for it is another.
Yeah, giving it vodka.
Exactly.
I mean, what the F, you know?
But yeah, Ninja leaves Twitch, going for exclusively a Mixer. Since the sudden jump, there is a contract in play. There's no mistaking that.
No,
definitely not.
Definitely.
there's a
not.
huge deal behind it, and that's fine. I think it's
yeah,
good for shaking things up a bit in the streaming world.
The man's making his money, and I'm in all honesty, I'm really proud of how famous he's become. Like, I'm gonna give him credit.
Me too.
I'm not a big fan of him, but well done.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never even heard of him, but yeah, thumbs up to him.
Wow. I'm actually, honestly, genuinely surprised.
He is Marijn, you're just offended by him not knowing who he is.
No, I'm not. I don't
Triggered.
watch him.
Oh boy.
I am triggered by the fact that he called a meme a mimi.
Well, yes, I kind of got a bit confused with that.
Well, at least he
I
didn't
thought
create
that was
this
how
meme.
you say it. I thought that was how you're supposed to say it. That's all.
Mimi.
That's what that woman
Yeah,
also
exactly.
said about not
Yeah.
having created that meme. So we're back with the Pepe
Yeah.
debacle.
Exactly.
Pee-pee.
Pepe.
Oh god, are we gonna start this already? We're gonna start this.
Okay,
Really?
never ended.
we are
Really?
actually going.
It never ended.
Getting off topic
Never
again
ended.
here, guys.
Okay,
Getting off
we
topic.
were talking about VR, so let's go to No Man's
Yeah.
Sky
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
VR.
Yes. I
No
can't
Man's Sky
wait. I really
VR,
can't.
which includes a complete VR support for the entire game. So complete VR support may also means motion capture, I'm guessing.
Yeah, motion controls.
That's what I think complete would entail.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking as well. Also with the trailer that I've seen, I can't find it within now and like the last couple minutes that I've been searching. I do genuinely think that there are that they have motion controls because it shows nothing, the trailer.
No.
because I saw somebody with like I saw them their hands move like they're holding joysticks, like motion controls.
So yeah, that would
that's
actually
promising.
be really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gives me a
exactly.
reason to pull out my Vive out of the box again.
Oh, thank God. It was the 5.
No, it was not a different kind of thing out of the box. Let's keep our first stream relatively clean.
I'm actually excited about the multiplayer part, how it will change things. Because
Well,
as
Yeah,
I
I'm
understood,
actually
as I
gonna,
understood it,
like-
it means you can join any player anywhere, instead of the limitations it's got now.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm gonna be looking forward the most is gonna be cross compatibility with VR and PC players if they're playing online. Because usually it's only VR. Usually it's just VR with other VR players. So the only game so
course,
far that I've seen this do is VR chat.
Yeah.
The only
wasn't,
only game slash social hub that does this.
wasn't there another game that also wanted to do that?
Oasis.
Red Room?
It's a Ready Player One
Rec
based VR game.
Rec
With,
Room also
social
wanted to do that, but I don't know if they already did.
Like there are more like games like VR chat popping up.
Well, yeah, social VR games are no new thing. It's just the VR chat and Rec Room are one of those games that are just on the top. VR chat mostly for the expansion you can make by adding your own content to it, and Rec Room is just very active within the development team.
I wish VR chat had the exact same development team as Rec Room. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Rec Room does it very nice with the mini games they have, which I love. Which I love for the most part. It is mostly well, imagine a Halloween decoration in the school halls, where you have to battle through with so-called laser rifles, and that was a lot of fun. Shooting cardboard robots.
Yeah.
But yeah, No Man's Sky VR release. I will actually try. I will try this out, especially with the new rig I have
It
now.
sucks that I might be on vacation then, but oh well, I'll play it after.
Well, that's exciting stuff.
I'm excited about this one. Very curious.
Yeah, same here,
about how
definitely.
I'm not really into VR stuff, to be honest.
Well,
No,
you
but
don't need to-
me neither. But No Man's Sky is a great game anyway.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No
It
denying
made
that.
some real progress from the initial launch.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great game to play.
Oh, yeah. No denying that.
Okay, so since we are all over an hour already, I want to show you guys one thing,
Yeah?
which I think was just brilliant. A Dutch madman, has made a 45-year roller coaster in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
Oh my god.
Wow. 40. Now.
If you would start
you can
the
speed
roller
up
coaster,
time.
it would take 45 real-life years to have it completed. And I'm just gonna show a short part of it, where he has completely zoomed out. And this is sped up. Oh, this was part of the bug that was released.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Holy
go back.
crap.
It is now going at 1 kilometers an hour and would drop to like 0.2.
My dear Lord.
It is not. You can crawl faster than this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A baby would crawl faster than
Holy
that. Yeah.
crap.
Oh my
Marcel
lord.
Voss. You're an absolute madman. He also made a roller coaster, which was called. It was a Wild Mouse roller coaster, which took 12 years to finish.
Look at this.
Okay. All right.
That's insane.
Look at this mad lad.
So yeah, that actually makes you go. I had to use my soundboard.
Yeah.
I had it ready, so yeah, I had to.
At least once. Yeah.
At least once, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this is it, really. I mean,
For our first mock stream.
Yeah.
yeah, it is. It has been going well with a couple of bumps, but you can expect that.
Although I do have to improve on trying not to interrupt.
Well,
Well,
it's not
you
the
did fine.
interrupting part. It's the jumping from article to article part.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's talk about that later while going
yeah,
offline.
alright, yeah. Okay.
So for
Alright.
who has been watching us, thank you for watching us on DLive, YouTube, Mixer, and
Yes.
Instagate TV. And
I'm gonna let you say that every single time because I cannot be bothered saying every single streaming site on the planet.
I just wanted to make a
Yeah.
comment that we are no longer on Twitch because
That is
of
correct.
reasons that we have already talked about in this stream. In fact,
That is correct. Yep.
thank you, Ben.
Yep.
Every time there's a Ben moment, I'm gonna play that.
All right.
Good.
Okay. Okay.
So we are now instead of mainly going to Twitch, we are now going on DLive. If you're watching this on DLive, you're already there. But otherwise, it's dlive.tv/tagged, which with 1G.
And we
So-
were first.
Yeah.
Ninja came later.
Exactly. Exactly. Write it down.
Ninja followed our example.
Exactly.
Yes. You heard it here first.
We had a lot less money though.
Yeah, we are not being fooled by contracts.
No.
Yeah. We're,
Not yet.
we're not.
That will come
We're,
soon.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. Thank you for watching, and
Yes.
well,
See you all for the next one. Or, well, more importantly, see you all for the live stream tomorrow when we play. What are we playing?
Something.
something.
Yeah.
It will be
We'll
announced.
play something.
It will
Yeah,
be
alright.
announced on twitter.com/taggedgames. I think. I'm just gonna go to the Twitter for that.
Okay.
Twats.
Yeah.
It is tagged tag with a double G and just tag on the end.
Yep. That's right.
So
That's our
we will
Twitter.
see you then.
Yes.
Again, thank you
See
for
you
watching
all.
and see you next time.
Have a good one.
Bye.